We're black guys who date white girls. Of course her father calls me boy.
We're black guys that date white girls. Of course I lost everything in the divorce.
Fuck! We're black guys who date white girls. Of course I'm a D1 athlete.
We're black guys that date white girls. Of course I let her say the N-word when we're at home.
We're black guys who date white girls. Of course I refer to it as the N-word.
We're black guys that date white girls. Of course I need someone to obey me.
We're black guys who date white girls. I've been to Bonnaroo at least a dozen times.
We're black guys that date white girls. My breath, no matter what, stinks.
We're black guys who date white girls. Of course I got fired as Kang the Conqueror in the MCU.
We're black guys that date white girls. Of course she tells her friends it's big.
We're black guys who date white girls. I've been called everything from sellout to Uncle Ruckus to coon. But what I've never been called is attractive.
Most black men marry down in class when they marry these white women.
Okay.
You can't find a rich white woman who ever married a broke-ass black man.
Boy.
Show me one rich white woman who has ever married a broke-ass black man. So this ain't about love. This is about agenda.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, the black man wants the white woman to provide him with a degree of psychological validation. Only a low self-esteem having ass Negro would marry a white female in the first place, because you feel that if I can get the white man's woman, then maybe that makes me feel a little bit more equal to the white man. And then thirdly, you're absolutely right. We're the gods. We are the first man. So naturally, white women are going to be attracted to us because we are the original man. Everyone is attracted to melanin. It is liquid gold. But you have to love your liquid gold enough to say that y'all have misogynized us enough. Y'all have blended us and crossbred us enough. And I'm not going to continue to perpetuate that evil. This melanin is going to go into another melanin. We're trying to make black blacker, not black whiter.
Most white women don't marry black men because of love. It's just the bitter truth. Yeah, majority of them marry black men because they have an agenda. There's something that they're looking from that black man. They marry these successful black men because of their wealth. Majority of white women will target a black man who is wealthy, who is very successful in life. They don't just go to common black man. They don't. They target someone who is very wealthy. For example, they target footballers, rugby players. Those are men that they go for. Remember the story of Emmanuel Eboe? He was a very successful football player who played for two huge London football clubs. Yeah, and in his early stage of his career, he dumped his black African girlfriend and married a white woman. Without enough education, being naive, he kept on signing and signing forms, papers after papers that his wife brought to him, which later costed him. Yeah. In the end, the wife ended up divorcing him, with the judge awarding her almost everything he had acquired throughout his career. The only thing that he was left with was his properties back here in Africa. Later, he came back and remarried the girlfriend that he had dumped for the white woman. Actually, I was surprised. How would you even marry such a person who left you for someone who he thought that this white woman was better than the black girlfriend? So he dumped her, went and married a white woman. Then later, when life has gone bad on you, when things has turned against you, you come back and you want to marry me. This woman must have loved him for so long, because I personally, I wouldn't wait for such a person. The wife was even awarded full custody of their kids. Like, I mean, how cruel was this judge? Just because this was a black man fighting for what he loved, but in the end, you end up awarding someone who didn't even work, who didn't even sweat for those properties. You award her, then you, on top of it, as if that is not enough for this man, you even award her, you give her full custody of the kids. How cruel. It shows how racist of a person this judge was. Yeah? Imagine if a boy had invested back here in Africa. Everything he invested back there in Europe, if he had invested back here in Africa, together with his ex-girlfriend, now his current wife. Imagine if he had, from the beginning of his career, if he had told his girlfriend, let's get married, then start a life together. Right now, he would be a billionaire back here in Africa. Yeah, he would have created a lot of employment, job opportunities to his people. And that's why we keep on suffering in Africa, because we are not wise. We get an opportunity, we get a chance, we impress the oppressors. Right now, a boy is retired back here in Africa. He has his own academy. Yeah, he's happily married to the girlfriend he left for a white woman. Imagine if he started his career with his black girlfriend. That right now they would be very far. Can we call that greed? Because even a wealthy prince can marry a poor woman. But because people are greedy, they don't like their own race, they end up marrying people who break their hearts in future. Why do you impress the oppressor? Why do you have to? Black men have a way of treating white women better than black women. Do you all know the saying that a prophet has no respect back in his hometown? The prenups, the forms that a boy kept on signing and signing, he would never do that with his current wife. He would not. If today they decided to divorce, the wife will not get even a quarter of what the first wife got. She will end up suffering back to the streets. But just because she was a white woman, she had the privilege of getting almost everything, including the kids. Why do we keep suffering when we have a chance to have a happy life? No offense, but most of these white women who marry black men because of their status, it's not all about money. Majority of them are gold diggers, and I don't mean all. There are some who do it out of love. They do it because of love, but majority of them are gold diggers. Because the moment that money becomes bankrupt, becomes poor, those white women, they run away. Some might be the cause of you becoming poor, like the ex-wife to a boy. And black men consider these women trophy wives. They want to be seen with them because it's like a show off. They want people to see them with these white women. I don't know what they have. Black men, what do you have against black women? I know we do have good white women who marry our black men because of love. Not all of them have a motive, have an agenda. Some of them are very nice, but majority, they marry these black men because there's something they are looking from that man. Black men, please try and invest back home. Marry your own women to avoid a lot. I know whatever that the wife got is going to cater for the kids, for the education, food and everything, yeah? But still, the wound that that woman left in Emmanuel Eboe's heart, he can never recover. I am very sure even right now, he's very careful in whatever that he does because he doesn't know what to expect. So black men, try and come invest back home. Stop investing in this white man's land and you end up getting hurt.